Over the past few days, we as individuals and as a society have been having some long overdue and much needed conversations. And we've been having those also, right, in our private lives, but also thinking about the types of changes that we would want to be a part of going forward and the type of company that we want to be going forward, because we are both people, right? We're people, but we also run this company, and we understand now more than ever before how important it is that we lead our company with the values that we hold, and that we want to make sure that you guys know exactly what those values are and where we stand. And that is what we're going to be talking about today.
And clearly, our company has always been very people focused. And, the reason that we're on YouTube in the first place is to spread messages because we care about people. And so that kind of thing goes without saying. But these are going to be the core values that really drive the mission of One Big Happy Life.
And they're very new. So we have written them down on a little book right here. So we'll look down and kind of read them, but then explain what we mean by that. So number one, we believe that every single person deserves to live a happy life. And, many of us have always known about the systemic inequalities, the racism, the discrimination that exists here in the United States and still all over the world. But there's been a huge awakening of a lot of people who did not realize that those things were happening. And so, we just want to say first and foremost, and be really explicit with it, that Black lives matter. And that Black lives have not always mattered as much as other lives in this country. And so we are glad that the reckoning is happening, because we believe as a company that every single person deserves to live a happy life, to be treated fairly, to be treated with respect, to have our laws equally applied to them, and not benefit one group over another.
And of course, we have always believed this, but we wanted to vocalize it and say that we definitely stand for this now. And it will always be, have always and will always stand for this. And it will be a core part of the information that we give everybody.
Yes.
Because we want everybody to know that their life matters, and that we care about people who haven't always been treated fairly and still are not treated fairly.
Yes.
Core value number 2. Money is an essential part of living a happy and fulfilled life. Now, this should come as no shocker, because money connects all the things in our life. And it's how we take the work that we do and the assets that we have and convert it into the things that we need to live a happy life. Healthcare, food, shelter, things like that. And obviously,
can we add affecting societal change? We always talk about there being two currencies, right? Time and money. And so you only have a finite amount of time. And the more money that you have, the more you can amplify time by using your money to give to causes that you believe in, to make sure that voices are heard, and nonprofit organizations that have that mission of furthering societal justice and equal opportunity and anti-discrimination, that they have the funding that they need to do the work that they do. It also gives you options in your life, and so that you're able to feel like you can speak up and stand in your truth and not feel like you need to be silenced or quiet because you worry that if you say something, you could lose your job and you don't know how you would feed your family. So money is essential to living your best life and to creating a fair and just society, which is why it is a core thing that we talk about here at One Big Happy Life. Like, we can't tell you to live a good life and make routines without telling you that you need to have enough money to be able to put away for yourself so that you can build wealth and also donate to causes that you believe in.
Yeah, and we've always provided information about how to get more money, how to manage your money better. And the whole point of that is so that you feel comfortable with the life that you're living. And then you can accomplish those greater life goals that everybody has. So protecting their own families, but also being a member of the greater society and being able to take on causes that are important to you.
Core value number 3, we are committed to growing a company that has a positive impact on the world. When I left my job at the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, where I was a civil rights attorney focusing on fair lending, I told my boss that I felt like I could have a bigger societal impact than what we were doing at the CFPB, which was making the laws that govern lending in the United States. That is a big thing. That's a big thing to say. And I 100% believed it. And
we debated this at home. So we were going through the reach of One Big Happy Life, where it was, where we thought it was going to be, and really tried to break down the numbers of how the impact was going to be. And we figured out that while technically, indirectly, changing the regulations and laws might impact more people, probably will, but it indirectly does it. Whereas One Big Happy Life is a much more personal and direct approach to the impact. And the numbers are still huge.
But, the point is that the reason why I decided to make the switch was because I felt like I could have a bigger impact. And so that has always been at the core of why One Big Happy Life still exists, because I've talked about the fact that I needed to make a decision about whether I wanted to go deeper into my career as a banking and finance attorney, or whether I wanted to go all in into growing this business and helping people create happy lives that they love while also building wealth. And I decided to do this. So we are committed to having a positive impact both on the lives of the people that we are called to serve in One Big Happy Life, the people that are looking to build and amass wealth and affect change in the world too, we hope, but also having a philanthropic arm where we are, as a company, supporting causes that we stand behind as a company. That has always been the goal. And so we want to make sure that we're keeping that front and center as we go forward.
Over the next few months, we'll be figuring out how One Big Happy Life can have the best impact. And of course, we'll be sharing that along the way.
Core value number 4, we are committed to providing honest, fact-based information to help you transform your life.
We want everybody to be living the life that they want to live. And the best way that we can help you get there is by providing you information that you can use. And the best information is going to be fact-based. So you're not going to be getting our opinions on how you should be living your life. You're going to be getting our opinions on how these facts will affect the life that you want to live.
Yeah, there's just too much shoulds and too much shame-based forcing people to think a certain way when it comes to personal finance and trying to define one specific way as a happy life. And so we have always been about positive personal finance. That means giving you the best possible information. We share the decisions that we make and why we make those decisions, but we recognize that other people can and should make different decisions in their life based on what a happy life looks like. Core value number 5, we are committed to being an independent company that you can trust. If the past week has taught us anything, it's that we need to be able to step into our core values as a company and be comfortable doing that and not feeling like we can't say things because we need to worry about the organizations that we're a part of, the networks that may help grow our business, or that we might alienate sponsors who would otherwise work with our business. And all of us should recognize right now that silence is complacency, and it reinforces any inequalities that exist. And so we as a company need to be able to speak out on what we stand for and to be able to provide you with the best possible information. And the only way we can do that is if we are 100% independent. And the only way that we can do that is if we have our own ways of generating revenue for our company. So like any other company, having products and services that our audience purchases.
Yeah, and so it's very important to us that we've always been this way. We always wanted the messaging for any brand that we've worked with, any product that we've talked about, we control it. That we've said, no. We want to show you all the facts and be independent, and that's it. And we will continue to be that.
And I can tell you that we have had companies where we thought that it was going to be good, like a good partnership. And then we put together the content and they actually tried to have us remove factually accurate financial information because of a particular agenda they had. And we're like, absolutely not. That can't happen. And so the contract ended up falling apart. There were lawyers involved. And so that is how committed we are to this. But part of the work that I'm doing on myself, recognizing how I have held myself back in my company and in this space, have been hesitant to really say, look, guys, we have these amazing products and services. We would love for you to join us inside of them. And like actually saying, if you value the work that we're doing, if we're changing your life, then join the community by purchasing some of our products and services. And I'm not going to be afraid to say those things anymore. And so if you value me, if you value us, if you value the decades of experience that we are providing here and our commitment to doing our best to give you the best information, then please continue to support our company with your dollars. And that's how we can be independent.
And you should be considering that in all areas of your life. Make sure that you show your appreciation for people that are creating the things that you use and you like. And there is one way to do that, and it's continue to purchase their products and things like that, because we all believe that we should be, fairly compensated at your work. If you're working hard, you want that.
So those are our 5 core values that we've come up with as a company. I'm sure they will grow and evolve over time, but this is what we believe. And we wanted to take this time to have this conversation with you and just reinforce that we are committed to helping you create the life that you want and supporting you on your wealth building journey. And also we're going to be talking about the work that we are doing not only in our own lives, but in the world at large to help everyone create a happy life.
Let us know down in the comments how things are going for you. If you have any questions about, what One Big Happy Life stands for, about this video, drop them in the comments and we'll get to them.
Oh, and for the first time in 3 years, we have not dropped a net worth update right at the beginning of the month. It will be coming next week, so we will see you guys then. Bye.
Bye.